Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet, along with Sammy Hendricks. Huge games coming up this evening. Swamp War between the Tribe and the Clinch County Panthers. A whole lot riding on the line, and the other big games we'll be watching tonight, Sammy, will be Lanier at Irwin. The whole top of the region's in action tonight. It could really decide who's going to land on top after tonight as far as headed into the rest of the season.
Yeah, this could be a two-game swing for any team here tonight between these two four teams. So big games tonight by all four teams that are playing.
A lot happening. Indians won the other night, taking down the Panthers 5-1. Lanier blanked Irwin the other night. So the way I got it figured is I need the Irwin team to sweep, and we need to sweep.
That's right. Yeah, you're right on that. Yep.
That's what needs to happen tonight. But we'll take it as it comes, obviously. Panthers in black jerseys tonight, white pants. Your Tribe in their white jerseys, red pants. They're looking sharp tonight. And here come the Blues onto the field as we get set for pregame ceremonies in the national anthem. Sammy, I want to give a shout out to the Blue over there in Clinch County the other night, man. Did you get to see about the third inning? He got hit with a foul ball and broke his collarbone.
Wow.
And remained in the game. He went, changed outfits, got out from behind the plate.
Went to the base pass.
Yeah, couldn't move his left arm at all, and he stayed out there. I mean, he was holding his arm like this here, and he was doing safe like this and out like that. But I want to give that guy a shout out. We don't give Blue shout outs too many times, but that gentleman, he earned whatever they pay for GHSA umpires. He earned it probably 4 or 5 times over the other night.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody says. If you never got behind that plate in that gear, whether it be 10, 11-year-old baseball, high school baseball, whatever, you got to be tough to get behind that plate, because even them little 10, 11-year-olds pitching a foul ball, if it gets you just right, it's going to hurt. So, yeah.
That was something, man. He was out there. He didn't move a whole lot, but he was shifting. He was shifting when he could, trying to follow the play and everything. But I know he had to be in some kind of pain.
Yep.
So I don't know the gentleman's name, but shout out to him, because he earned it. He earned it last week or the other night. That's for sure. Sammy, what you expecting out of the Tribe tonight, man? I know you got a sneak peek at the lineup over there.
I'm looking at it. A few changes in the lineup. Chase Strode will be on the mound for the Indians. Good to see him get back on the mound. A little bit. Griffin Thomas DH today, so he's not in the infield. And some new additions. Beard will be starting over at first base, but we just gotta keep being the Indians. Got to keep good pitching, but I still think we need to start hitting the ball a little bit better. Yeah, playing decent defense, getting good pitching, but I think we got to get the offense rolling a little more.
Definitely on defense, I think we just continue to improve like we've been doing, eliminate the silly errors. What I call silly errors, the routine plays. We need to make those routine plays. I think we'll be all right as long as we do all that.
And that's what gets you. I know that probably drives Coach Marksman absolutely crazy when you don't make routines. If you don't make routine plays, that can cost you big time. You're expected to make some where you have to go full out to get to a ball or whatever you need to do and make an error. But when you don't make your routines, that can hurt you big time.
I want to welcome the folks over to the webcast from Clinch County. The Creek Box couldn't make the trip tonight, so I understand they shared our links over there and let those folks know. So we want to welcome you guys to the webcast. Hope y'all enjoy it. And we got player introductions now coming up. All right, here's player introductions, national anthem with Dr. Josh Howard.
Starting lineup for Clinch County Panthers. At second base, number 6, Jake King. Shortstop, number 4, Tate Denmark. Pitchers, number 12, Dane Brown. Designated hitter, number 3, Race Godfrey. Center fielder, number 1, Ian Relaford. Third base is number 25, Wesley Bennett. Right field, number 9, Watt Sportner. At first base, number 7, Levi Corbett. for your Charlton County Indians. In center field, number 3, David Walters. At DH, number 8, Griffin Thomas. At shortstop, number 1, Ethan Crawford. At catcher, number 5, Eli Hobbs. In right field, number 6, Brantley Meadows. At first base, number 21, Colton Beard. At third base, number 9, Brody Baker. In left field, number 4, Brent Lawrence. And at second base, number 7, Brent Harris. Indians led by head coach Matt Marshall. Assistant coaches Jack Porter, Eric Owen, and Josh Graham. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem as we honor America. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats or caps. I also want to recognize our Indian mascot, Jared Cook.
That was player introductions in the national anthem with public address announcer Dr. Josh Howard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with our first pitch. Swamp War, Indians and Panthers coming up next. That's a development company. Welcome back to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. Dual streaming tonight. We're on both of our network channels. I appreciate y'all logging on and watching for you folks out there on the internet. Sammy, I like this red-white combination with the Tribe. I like those uniforms.
I do
They
too.
look sharp.
They do. They look good.
All right, here's Sammy Hendricks with the call. Sammy?
All right, for the Panthers here at the top of the first, King leading it off, followed by Denmark and then Brown. Chase Roden on the hill for the Indians. This first pitch is on the corners. Strike one. A one pitch is hit out towards short. Crawford over the first high throw and a pull Beard off the bag. So there'll be an error on Ethan. That'll bring up number 4, Denmark. Defensively for the Indians, again, Roden on the mound behind the plate is Hobbs. At first base, Beard. Second base is Harris. At shortstop, Crawford. At third base, Brody Baker. Give you a rest in just a minute. First pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. In left field, number 4, Grant Lawrence. In center field, David Walters. And right field is Brantley Nettles. Oh, 1 low, 1-1. One pitch is swung on a miss. 1-2. One-two pitch inside. Almost got him. 2-2.
Touch inside.
Chase went a little sidearm on that one. Two to Denmark. Here it is. Down low, 3-2. See if the Panthers try to get something going here and get the runner in motion on this 3-2 pitch. He's not going. The pitch is swung on and popped out of play. It's still 3-2.
I know Chase is on the mound right now, but he had a couple of nice pickoff throws down the second from behind the plate the other night versus the Panthers. Picked off a couple of them.
Both the Indian catchers have great arms, him as well as Eli. 3-2 pitch. This one going to hit out towards short. Ethan in, slow, fields, and won't have a play nowhere. So one of those little seeing eyeballs on the infield, and neither Harris nor Crawford can get to it. And the Panthers now going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. And I'll bring up number 2, Brown.
That ball looked like it was coming to second. It just died.
It did. Yep. First pitch to Brown is down low, 1-0. Dane Brown will be the starting pitcher for the Panthers here in game 1. 1-0 pitch is fouled off.
Out of play.
1-1. Godfrey on deck. 2-1. Two-one pitch, swung on a miss. Good fastball from Chase on that 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swung on a miss. Throw back down to second. Close play, but not in time. So Roden strikes out Brown for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 3, Reese Godfrey. Godfrey to DH here in game 1. First pitch to him is hit over toward first base dugout, a foul. A 1 pitch. Swung on a miss, and it gets by Hobbs. Throw down a third, not in time. So King will be at third now. Denmark will move up to second. 0-2 on Godfrey. Oh, 2 pitch, a little outside. 1-2. 1-2
Got
pitch,
him on the
breaking
corner.
ball in for a strike. Good off-speed pitch from Chase. You got Godfrey looking. So runners at second and third now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up number 1, Ian Relaford. First pitch a little bit outside. One-0 is outside. 2-0. King with a big, big lead down that third baseline. He went about halfway that time almost. And the 2-0 pitch is low, 3-0. Pitch, high ball fourth, throw back down to third, not in time. So a 2-out walk's going to load the bases up for the Panthers. And that's going to bring up number 25, Weston Bennett. First pitch to Bennett is low, 1-0. Got to throw strikes here, got nowhere to put nobody. 1-0. Pitch, and that hit him, and that's going to walk in a run.
Panthers strike first.
So Bennett will go to first, and the bases will remain loaded. King will score, and that'll bring up number 9, Watts Fortner. First pitch to him is foul back, 0-1. Time called at the plate. Fortner will step out real quick, and he'll step right back in. Pitch high. 1-1. One pitch. Swung going to hit out towards center. Walters in about 3 steps and makes the catch right number 3. But the Panthers get a run, an unearned run here in the top of the first. Go to the bottom half. Indians coming to the plate.
We'll be back right after this word from our sponsors. He is a proud supporter of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, lane clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003 or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging Corporation is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities, and employer-paid benefits. Please apply at agmpack.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Rowan Property Services. Everything you see here, plus eviction cleanouts. Call Bo Williams at 904-583-4572.
Walker Jones is your auto.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Panthers struck first. They lead 1-0. Sammy?
All right, going to the bottom of the first. For the Indians will be Walters, Thomas, and Crawford. Be your first 3. Griffin will be DHing for Chase. On the mound for the Panthers, number 2, Dane Brown. First pitch, Stu Walters is in the dirt, 1-0. Pitch is outside, 2-0. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Pitch hits the outside corner, 3-1. Good fastball there from Relaford. Aggression. Brown.
Ball high.
Ball 4.
Leadoff batter on base.
Good start for the Indians. And that's going to bring up number 8, Griffin Thomas. Throw to first, and Walters is back safe. First pitch,
still
high and outside. Walters is going, and he'll be in the second. Easy. So Walters at second now with nobody out. 1-0 on Griffin Thomas. One-0 pitch is a little bit low.
You got 3-0?
I think they called no pitch on that. They called no pitch on that.
Oh, okay.
They called no pitch.
Okay, so
Should be 2-0, I think. 2-0.
2-0. Okay.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Good pitch. 2-1. Pitch to Griffin. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the ball outside.
3-1. Beautiful weather for some baseball, isn't it?
It is.
Man, it's nice.
Three-one to Thomas.
Outside.
Ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the first. Give the Indians runners at first and second. And that's going to bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford. And we're going to have a timeout. Coach Douglas will come to the mound to speak with Brown. I'm going to give you the defense for the Panthers. In the outfield, in left field, is going to be Carter Griffiths. In center field, Ian Relaford. In right field, Watts Fortner. At first base, Levi Corbett. At second base, Jake King. At shortstop, Denmark. At third is going to be Weston Bennett. And behind the plate, I'll give you that one in just a minute. Behind the plate is Wheeler, number 12. So after that quick timeout, we're back to action. Crawford at the plate. Runner's going.
Going.
Throw down to third.
Safe.
Not in time. Good throw behind the plate. But not in time to get to speedy David Walters. And on the play, Griffin Thomas will move up to second. So second and third now with nobody out. 0-1 on Crawford. Breaking ball stayed high, 1-1. Well, that wind's blowing. It might not take much to get one out of here this evening.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get one. It's blowing straight in. And
No, I think it's blowing out. Ball gets by the catcher. Walters to the plate. Easy safe.
Oh, he got by him. We're going to take the lead.
So the ball gets by the pitcher, and Griffin Thomas, good heads up running, base running, he'll score. And the Indians will go up 2-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Well, yeah, I guess it is blowing this way because
Yeah.
our internet literally went airborne a while ago.
Yeah.
Went flying.
So the base is empty now. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Pitch to Ethan is called strike. Two and two. Curve down low, 3-2. Three-two pitch to Crawford. Here it is. Down low, ball four. So Brown has walked the first three batters in the Indians lineup. Two have scored. Crawford will be at first, and that's going to bring up number 5, Eli Hobbs. Brown will step off and take a look over at first. Now he'll toe the rubber. Pitch to Hobbs is inside, 1-0. Throw to first. Close play. Almost got him at first. Ethan was just able to get back in there. One-0 pitch is in the dirt. It'll get by the catcher, and Ethan will move up to second. So he'll be there now with nobody out.
2-0. Two-0
pitch, called strike. Good fastball right at the knees from Brown. 2-1. Swung on and fouled off. It'll be 2-2 now on Eli Hobbs. Two. Swung on a miss. The catcher drops it. He'll pick it up, throw down to first, and on the play, Eli will move over to third. So that'll be a strikeout for Hobbs. And Crawford will move over to third. And he'll be there with one out. And that'll bring up number 6, Brantley Nettles. First pitch to Brantley is called strike. Looking at both teams' records coming into tonight's play, Panthers come in with a 7-6 overall record, 6-1 in region play. Indians are 8-2 overall, 5-2 in region play. Brantley swings and hits one out here to center. Rutherford going back, still going, and that ball's over his head. It'll bounce up against the bottom of the fence, and Nettles will go into second with a RBI double. I thought Rutherford was going to make the catch on that. That ball just kept carrying and carrying, and he wasn't able to get to it. And it one hopped the bottom of the fence.
You had just talked about the wind pushing the ball out here. That thing almost landed in front of my car.
So Nettles at second now.
I should say my wife's car.
Beard at the plate for the Indians. 1 out. 1-0 pitch is low and outside, 2-0. Pitch is high. 3-0. Fake back to second. Call strike. 3-2. Beard swings and hits one right back to the mound. Brown on field. He will run over to first, and he will underhand over there to Corbett for out number 2. And we'll play Nettles will move up to third. So with 2 down, that's going to bring up number 9, Brody Baker. First pitch to Brody is outside, 1-0.
Brody, his grandfather come out here and hung with us a little bit pregame. Man, enjoyed talking with him. Appreciate him coming out here.
Good to have him out here. 1-0 pitch is on the corner, 1-1.
It's nice to get those visits, get some support. Makes you feel like you're accomplishing something a little bit.
He said he follows the baseball team pretty closely. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and foul back. 1-2. Up here from Jacksonville, is what he said, watching the game. One and two, runner at third, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, good breaking ball from Brown. Big cut by Baker, but he misses. But the Indians get 3 here in the bottom of the first. Go to the top of second. Indians lead at 3-1.
You're watching Indians Baseball, produced by CSN. We'll be right back.
Superstore on Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Plus our pre-owned Supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at walkerjones.com.
Walker Jones.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says, "Go Indians."
Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Welcome back to Indian Field. Your Tribe, they're up 3-1 over the Panthers. Swamp Wars. Sammy Hendricks with the call. Sammy?
All right, leading off for the Panthers here in the top of the second will be Levi Corbett.
Over in Ocilla, they're in the bottom of the second. Irwin's up 2-0.
Okay. Chase Roden on the pitch, ending number 2 here for the Indians. First pitch to Corbett is in for a strike, 0-1. Panthers got 1 unearned run back in the top of the first.
Blue call time on that?
Pitch to Corvette is outside. 1-1. One pitch is just a little bit low.
I got 2-1. That what you have? Okay.
Carter Griffiths on deck for the Panthers. 2-1 pitch. Call
Nice
strike.
pitch.
2-2. 2-2 pitch. Curve. Just missed the outside corner. Good pitch. Eli tried to pull it back for the umpire, but he's not having it. 3-2 pitch. Call strike 3. Got him looking. Another good breaking ball from Chase.
1 down.
So 1 out. That'll bring up number 24, Carter Griffiths. First pitch right down the middle. 0-1.
Oh.
Chopper out toward short. Ethan over to his right a little bit. Fields across the diamond first, and another wide throw from Ethan. That's going to pull Beard off the bag. So that'll be Ethan's second error of the game. So Griffiths at first. We'll go back to the top of the order. Number 6, King. He reached on the error
That's
top of the
those-
first and scored.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's those routine ones we were talking about pregame. Got to have those.
First pitch is low in the dirt, and they get it by Hobbs, and Griffiths will move up. You know, just looking at it from normal lineups, you know, I guess there's a reason why, but Griffin Thomas is usually the everyday shortstop for the Indians, but Ethan's playing there this evening here in game 1. One-0 pitch, bunted out toward the left side, roding over, and he won't have a play nowhere. So good bunt by King. And that's going to give the Panthers runners on the corners.
He could not have laid that bunt down any better. That was perfect.
So 1 down, runners at the corners. That'll bring up number 4, Denmark. He singled back in the first on a little blooper over the mound to where Harris nor Crawford can make a play on it. First pitch to him, a swung on and hit over toward the Indians dugout, foul. 0-1. King at first, Griffiths at third. Chase needs a strikeout here. 0-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And they're going to ask if he went. Base umpire said no.
I thought he was pointing at you, Sammy.
1-1. Runner going.
Stealing.
Pitch is low. And Eli couldn't handle it. The King will be up at second now. Second and third. 2-1 on Denmark. Two-one pitch is called a strike. 2-2. Two-two pitch will check swinging. He said he went for strike 3. So big strikeout for Chase.
2 down.
So 2 down now. Runners at second and third. And that's going to bring up number 2, Dane Brown. Dane struck out back in the top of the first. First pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. Inside corner. A 1 pitch is swung on, hit out towards center. Pretty deep, still going. That ball's going to be out of here. Walters ran out of room, and Brown comes through with a big 3-run homer for the Panthers.
He got all of that one, man.
And just like that, the Panthers retake the lead. 4-3 here in the top of the second. And that's going to bring up Godfrey, and he's going to get hit by a pitch. And we're going to have a timeout called here. Have a meeting on the mound for the Indians. Let me tell you, Brown, that ball was crushed. That ball was still going way over us when it went over the press box.
It landed on the other side of my car, right there behind that white pickup truck with that dog box.
That was it was just about straightaway center.
It was moving. Caught the jet stream.
Yeah. All right, quick meeting on the mound. Godfrey at first after being hit by a pitch, and that's going to bring up Ian Rilliford. Ian Walt back in the top of the first. First pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. Pitch to Rilliford, that's going to be down to the left side. Caught for out number 3. But the Panthers get 3 on the big home run by Dane Brown. And they retake the lead here in the bottom of the second. Chris in the top of the second. Go to the bottom half. Panthers lead it 4-3.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS.
Hey. So, what can I do if you watching?
Call 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Galvin Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist of Fabrication.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Swamp War. We're all tied up, but no, we're not. It's 4-3.
4-3. Yep.
4-3.
Yep.
Panthers lead. I have to fix that, Sammy.
All right, leading off for the Indians here in the bottom of the second will be Grant Lawrence, followed by Grant Harris, and then back to the top, David Walters.
I thought I hit that button twice on that home run, but I guess I didn't.
First pitch to Lawrence is in for a strike, 0-1. Dane Brown working with a one-run lead now after helping himself out with that big 3-run homer in the top of the inning. 0-1 pitch is there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch outside, 1-2. Two pitches, one going to hit over toward the left side, out of play. Count to remain 1-2. One-two pitches popped over toward the first base dugout, and it will drift out of play and remain 1-2. One-two pitch, breaking ball just missed the outside corner. Good pitch. by Brown. 2-2. 2-2 pitch just swung on a miss for a strike 3.
One down.
That'll bring up number 7, Grant Harris.
Number 7, Grant Harris.
First pitch to Grant on the inside corner, 0-1. One pitch hit over toward the second. Fielded on the first, in time for out number 2. So with 2 outs, we'll go to back to the top of the order. David Walters. David Walt stole a base and scored back in the bottom of the first for the Indians. Breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Another breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. Swung on a miss. Dropped by the catcher. He'll throw down the first in time for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Indians in the bottom of the second. Go to the top of the third. Panthers still lead it 4-3.
We'll be back right after this. If you'd like to advertise on CSN's webcast, shoot us a message on Facebook at Charlton Sportsnet, or you can text Adam at 912-276-7999. We'll be right back.
It is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders.
Welcome back to Indian Field. 4-3, Panthers lead. Sammy?
All right, leading off the third for the Panthers will be Weston Bennett. First pitch inside, 1-0. Bennett, Fortner, and Corbett, first 3 for the Panthers. 1-0 pitch is inside, 2-0. I think Chase may be on a short chain here in the third. I've seen somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Indians back in the bottom of the second, so see what happens here in the third. Foul off at the plate. 2-1. Three and 1. 3-1 pitch is fouled off. That'll make it full now. 3-2. Bennett was hit by a pitch back in the first. 3-2. Call strike 3. Got him looking. So 1 down. And that'll bring up number 9, Watts Fortner. Fortner flew out to center back in the first. He shows bunt, and it bunts it right back to the mound. Chase Fields bobbles it, and won't have a play nowhere. So Fortner at first, and that'll bring up Corbett. Levi struck out in the second. Pitch is foul back. 0-1. Throw to first. Fortner back saving. The one to Corbett is high, 1-1. Indians looking for a ground ball. Get a double play here. 1-1 pitch. High and inside. 2-1. Three and one. So everything that Chase is missing with so far here in the first 2 and a third innings is high for some reason. I don't know if he's just letting the ball go high or what, but everything's high and inside. 3-1 to Corbett, and that one's high, ball 4. So Corbett will walk. Fortner will move up to second, and that'll bring up number 24, Carter Griffiths.
That's Carter Griffiths.
29 in the bullpen.
That is first pitch to Griffiths is bunted out toward the mound. Chase Fields throws the first in time for out number 2. And on the play, runners will move up. Fortner will be at third, and Corbett will be at second. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Number 6, Jake King. First pitch to King is low, 1-0. One-0 pitch dropped out towards short. Ethan to his left on the first. In time for out number 3. So Panthers leave a couple here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half. They still lead it 4-3.
We'll be right back with Indians baseball. Swamp War. They trail 4-3.
Georgia's EMCs.
And then along came Walker Jones.
You work hard, and you need a truck that works as hard as you do. There's only one name to know: Walker Jones. That means independence, innovation, and rugged dependability. At the home with a lifetime warranty, we'll treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
This is Brad Tootin, and come see me at Walker Jones GMC in Waycross, Georgia.
GMC, we are professional grade. Walker Jones GMC, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonesgmc.com.
Welcome back to Indian Field. The Tribe trail the Panthers 4-3, bottom of the third. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians here in the bottom of the third will be 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Griffin Thomas, Ethan Crawford, and Eli Hobbs. Dane Brown still on the mound for the Panthers. Thomas will lead it off. Griffin walked and scored back in the first. First pitch to him, a swung on, hit over toward right. Right fielder in about 6 or 7 steps and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring number 1, Ethan Crawford. Ethan also walked and scored back in the first.
Excuse me.
First pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. One and one. Ethan swings and misses, 1 and 2. Good fastball there from Dane Brown. Breaking ball, and they got him in the back. So the second time Ethan will walk here in the game. 4-ball walk in the first and a hit by pitch here in the third. And that's going to bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli struck out back in the first. Brown will step off and take a look at first, but Ethan ain't going nowhere. Now we'll throw over. Just to Eli, swing and a miss.
What you got?
0-1.
0-1, okay.
0-1 pitch, high, 1-1. One pitch, runner going, the ball's in the dirt, and it'll get by the catcher. And Ethan will go in the second. That'll be a pass ball.
Top of the fourth.
For a wild pitch.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry. Yeah. Top of the fourth in Osceola, 0-4, Lanier nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sammy. Sorry about that.
You're all right. Pitch to Eli's high. 3-1. Three-one pitch, outside, ball 4. So first and second now for the Indians and 1 out. And that's going to bring up Brantley Nettles. Brantley doubled. Back in the first. Little meeting on the mound by the Panthers, and that'll break up. Nettles will come to the plate. Nettles one hop defense back in the first inning. Brown will turn and take a look at Ethan at second. First pitch, high.
1-0.
One and 0. Brantley will dig back in. 1-0 pitch. High, 2-0. Two-0 pitches high, 3-0.
Base on balls.
That'll load them up for the Indians. Eli move up to second. Nettles at first. Eaton over at third. That'll bring in number 21, Colton Beard. Colton grounded out to the pitcher back into first. First pitch to him. He takes the ball high and inside. Well, no pitch, and that got him, and that's going to walk in a run. So give Colton an RBI.
We're tied up again.
Brantley move up to second. Eli to third, and Ethan to score. And we're going to have a timeout called. Coach Douglas is going to come to the mound and speak with his infield.
Pitch and change, looks like.
Brody Baker will come to the plate for the Indians.
Number 8. I'm going to grab a word from the NFHS while you're looking that up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Indian Field. Tied at 4, bases loaded, 1 out. Sammy, new pitcher on the mound for the Panthers.
Number 8, Hunter Henderson. They'll come on a pitch now for the Panthers. Indians are going to have bases loaded with 1 out. And Brody Baker coming to the plate. Baker will dig in. He struck out back into first. First pitch to him is high, 1-0. Beard at first, Nettles at second, and Hobbs at third. 1-0, swung on and hit foul out of play. That'll make it 1-1 now on Baker. Big opportunity for Indians to get some more runs here. 1-1, curve, stayed high, 2-1. Brody can hit one down that right field line, he'll run forever. The right fielder Fortin was way over here toward right center. 2-1 pitch, swung on a miss. Good fastball from Henderson. 2-2. Just missed the inside corner, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Oh, that got him in the back. And that's going to walk in a run. So give Brody an RBI on that. Nettles will move up to third. Colton to second. Baker will be at first. And that's going to bring up Grant Lawrence. He struck out back into second. Indians have taken a 5-4 lead here in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Grant is in for a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch just swung on a miss, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. It's swung on a miss.
2 down. We'd like to see somebody get a good hit and drive some of these runs in.
Yeah, at least a fly ball would have been good there with only 1 out, but Grant couldn't get it done, and that's going to bring up Grant Harris. Grant grounded out to second, back in the second. First pitch to him is hit over toward the right side, fielded there by Corbett, and he will win the foot race to the bag for out number 3. But the Indians get 2 here in the bottom of the third. We'll go to the top of the fourth. The Indians lead it 5-4.
We'll be back right after this.
West Folkestone Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts and accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians!
Hey Indians fans, are you looking for a better banking experience? At Georgia's Own Credit Union, our goal is to save you money. We'll help you level up your game with better rates, lower fees, and easy access to your funds. With 35 branches and a network of over 110,000 ATMs, we're never far away. Best of all, we support the people, places, and teams that make Georgia great. Stop by our local office at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. To learn more about Georgia's Own, visit georgiasown.org.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Indians up 5-4, top of the fourth. Sammy, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Tribe.
That's going to be number 9, Brody Baker. Will come on and pitch to fourth for the Indians. And a couple more defensive changes. Number 21, Colton Beard, will go from first to third. And let's see.
Good crowd in here for an early game, man. Yep. Both fences lined up. Spectators pretty solid in the bleachers.
That's number 17, Cam Edwards, will come on to play first here in the fourth. All right, leading off for the Panthers here in the fourth will be 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Denmark, Brown, and Godfrey. Denmark singled back in the first and struck out in the second. First pitch called strike. A 1 pitch called strike, 0-2. Hit over toward the left side. That's going to get through for a hit. So Denmark's second hit of the game. So he'll be up first now, and that'll bring up Dane Brown. Dane with a big, long 3-run homer back in the second inning. First pitch to him is low. Now stopped behind the plate by Eli. 1-0. Pitch hit over toward the right side. That's going to be off of Cam, and it'll be a play nowhere. That was a hard hit ball, and Cam tried to backhand it, couldn't make it. And Panthers are going to have runners at first and second. And that's going to bring up Godfrey. Godfrey struck out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the second. First pitch, one hopped up there, 1-0. Brody will turn, take a look at second. No throw. Two and 0. To Godfrey. That's low. And that ball is going to bounce up there, and that's going to go all the way to the backstop. And Denmark will move up to third. Brown to second. 3-0 now on Reese Godfrey. Pitch.
There you go, right down the middle.
Oh, they called it low, ball 4. That's been a strike the first 3 innings.
Must have been a touch low.
So Godfrey will walk, and that's going to load him up. And that'll bring up number 1, Ian Relaford. Ian walked in the first and flew out to the left in the second. First pitch to him is low and outside, 1-0. Little slow roller down the first base line. Eli, and they'll call it foul ball. 1-1 now on Ian Relaford. One pitch is low, 2-1.
He's got to pick him up just a little bit.
Yep. 2-1. Hit over toward the right side, and that's a fair ball down the first base line. 1 run scores, 2 runs will score. Rutherford to go in the second. And he'll be there with a 2 RBI double. And the Panthers will regain the lead here in the 4th. They'll have runners at second and third now. Still nobody out. And that's going to bring up Weston Bennett. Bennett was hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third. First pitch to Bennett is down low, 1-0.
Got to get him up just a little bit more.
1-0, down low, 2-0.
There we go.
Pitch is in for a strike, 2-1.
What grade is Brody?
Sophomore, I think.
Sophomore?
I believe.
Foul ball.
2-2. Two pitch, breaking ball. Woo, just missed the inside corner.
Just inside, man.
3-2. 3-2 pitch.
That got him.
Call strike 3. And Bennett knew it.
Came back to that same pitch and brought it over a little bit.
So runners still at second and third with 1 out now. That'll bring up Watts Fortner. Watts flew out to center in the first and reached on the error in the third. First pitch to him was low. Throw back down to third. Close play at third.
Ball. 1-0. All right.
One on Fortner.
Sammy brought the bifocals today, y'all.
I can see. I can reach out. Yeah, I can reach out and touch somebody now. Pitch is low. 2-1. Fortner showing bunt again, pulls back and swings and fouls it off. Two. Two pitch, and that goes all the way to the backstop, but not far enough for the runner to advance. Now the ball gets by the pitcher. So a good heads up on the infield by Beard.
You have 2 and 2, 3 and 2.
I think it's 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Yeah. Pitch to Fortner is swung on, hit over toward third, but foul. They hit the runner, but was he in fair or foul territory?
The ball hit the runner.
It hit the runner.
Yeah. Out?
Well, if he was in foul territory, it won't be. If he was in fair territory, it will be. So let's see what they call. They didn't call nothing there. He didn't call either way. He just called a foul ball.
Coach Martin's challenging it. I think we might get this call.
If he was in fair territory, well, no, I think that's a foul ball. Yep, foul ball.
No, I'm going to say foul ball, right?
Yep. They're going to say he was in foul territory. So 3 and 2 still on Fortner. 3-2 pitch, and time called at the play. Call strike 3. He must have called it too late. Fortner went to back out and called time, but
2 down.
Baker was already in his motion, and he didn't get the time. And the pitcher's in for a strike for out number 2. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up Levi Corbett. First pitch to Corbett is fouled back. That's not Corbett, that's Henderson at the plate now for the Panthers. 0-1 pitch is fouled back, 0-2. So when Henderson came in, he came in for Corbett.
One and 2.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball, in for strike 3. You got him looking. But a good inning for the Panthers in the top of the 4th. They get 2. They retake the lead. We go to the bottom half. They lead it 6-5.
We'll be back right after this. Quick scoring update before we go. Bottom of the 5th over in Ocilla. Irwin still leads 4-0 over the Bulldogs.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKayton, touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Zone is federally insured by the NCUA.
Nothing is better when the heat is on than to come cool down at the Chill Zone. Come and let the Chill Zone be your favorite spot to grab a snow cone. It's our specialty with so many delicious flavors to choose from. And don't miss out. Check out the full menu. where you're sure to find something from our wide variety of selections to suit your cravings. And don't forget, the Chill Zone is mobile, so wherever you may find yourself with the need to keep your cool, just look for that bright yellow Chill Zone mobile and come cool down at the Chill Zone.
Charlton Electric, serving Charlton and surrounding.
Welcome back to Indian Field. The Panthers have regained the lead, 6-5. Indians are at the plate. Sammy?
All right, number 8. Hunter Henderson still on the mound for the Panthers. Leading off the bottom of the inning for the Indians will be the top of the order, David Walters, Griffin Thomas, and Ethan Crawford. David Walton scored in the first and struck out in the second. First pitch to him is outside, 1-0. Pitch, a little high, 2-0. Pitch, inside, 3-0.
I think both coaches probably pulling their hair out at this point.
3-0 pitch is swung on a foul back, 3-1. Three-one pitch is high, ball 4. So the second walk of the game by Walters. That's a good start for the Indians here in the fourth. And that'll bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin Walton scored in the first as well, then flew out to right in the third. Throw to first, and David's back safe.
Crowd like this reminds me of when we used to have the state championships here. I miss that. I wish they'd give it back.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yep.
Give it back to the home teams for baseball.
Yep.
It was just electric. It was a totally different feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful we got picked to go to Statesboro again, but I still.
It's nothing like playing at your home
I'd
field
rather
or
do it
playoffs.
here, yeah. I mean, if we get that opportunity, you know what I mean?
Couple throws over to first by Henderson. And we'll throw to the plate to Griffin, and high and outside, 1-0. David's going. Pitch is all the way to the backstop. And David will round second and take a look at third, and he'll stop there. The 2-0 on Thomas. Swung on, hit out towards short. Fielded by Bobby by the shortstop, and he won't have a play. He will fake the throw to first. And Griffin will be there safely, and David will be at second. That'll be an error on Denmark.
No need to throw stuff over there, man.
Crawford at the plate now for the Indians. First pitch to him, and he shows bunt and fouls it off at the plate. Griffin at first, David at second. Ethan Walton scored in the first and was hit by a pitch and scored in the third. Henderson to turn and fake the second. (0-1). He'll fake the second again. Pitch to Crawford, and that's right at him. That hit him.
Hit by pitch.
And think the Coach Douglas may come down and say that ball hit the bat, but the plate umpire has not made a call yet. So let's see what happens here.
I think Clinch is going to argue he was trying to bunt.
Well, he was trying to bunt, but he pulled back, and I think they're going to argue that the ball hit the bat. And they're going to say save it first. So another hit batter. Griffin will move up to second, and David will move over to third. That'll load them up for the Indians. They're going to have another conference on the mound by the Panthers. It looks like maybe another pitching change.
Another pitching change for the Panthers, Sammy.
I'll give you that name in just a minute once I get
27, I think. Yeah, 27. We'll stay here through this transition. Indians on the road Tuesday. They head over to Quitman, Brooks County. I'm planning on making that trip. Depends on circumstances, but I think I'll make it.
Just one game that night, right?
One game.
Yeah.
One game Tuesday night.
Yep.
Unless there's a JV game. I hadn't checked the schedule that tight yet, but I know the varsity's headed to Brooks.
Then we'll be right back here next Friday night with a doubleheader against Brooks. First game at 4:30, second game at about 30 minutes afterwards, around 6:30. All right, new pitcher for the Panthers, number 27, Dilk. For the Indians, at the plate, number 5, Eli Hobbs. Eli struck out in the first, walked and scored in the third. Eli needs to get hot. We need to get some production out of our catchers behind the plate. First pitch swung on and hit high in the air right here towards center. Relaford over to his right about 10 steps. Makes the catch. Ethan tags. Christian David tags. He'll score. So a good at bat by Eli. Give him an RBI. And that'll tie us up at 6. Griffin will stay at second, and Ethan stays at first. And that'll bring up Brantley Nettles. Brantley doubled in the first, walked in the third. One down. Pitch to Brantley, a swung on a miss, 0-1. He shows bunt and pulls it back and takes a strike. Runner going from second, pitch is high and no throw, and Ethan will move up to second on the pitch. So second and third now for the Indians. 1-2, I think, is the count on Brantley. Pitch to him is curveball, stayed outside, 2-2. Pitch is chopped over toward third, fielded. Looked at third, turns and throws to first. It's going to be safe. First baseman wasn't on the bag. So everybody's going to be safe. Bennett made the play, turned and looked at the runner at third. Then he threw the ball to first, and the first baseman, I believe that's Henderson, wasn't on the bag. So everybody's going to be safe.
Now batting, number 21,
And that's going to bring in number 21, Colton Beard. First pitch to Colton is swung on a miss, 0-1. Colton grounded back to the pitcher in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. Oh, 1 pitch low. The ball gets by the catcher.
Nice ball.
And Griffin Thomas will score. Crawford will move up to second. And Brantley crashing to third, and Brantley will move up to second. And the Indians will regain the lead here in the fourth, 7-6. Runners at second and third now with 1 out.
Man, this game's about just surviving.
1-1 on Colton Beard. First pitch to him is a little bit low, 2-1. Two-one pitches high, 3-1. Brody Baker on deck. Anything but a strikeout or a ground out here by Beard. Long fly ball to work. Swung on a foul straight back. 3-2. You can hit to the shortstop, you'll get a run in. A third baseman Bennett's playing about a foot or 2 or 3 on the grass. 3-2 pitch is swung on, hit in the air toward the left field. Left fielder over and makes the catch. Ethan tags the third, and he'll go to the plate and he'll score. So a good at bat by Colton Beard getting the run in. Give Colton an RBI. So Nettles at second now with 2 outs. Brody Baker at the plate. First pitch to Brody all the way to the backstop, runner going, and he'll be safe at third. Brody struck out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. He'll be at third now with 2 outs. 3 runs in for the Indians here in the fourth. 1-0 pitch. High, 2-0. Pitch is high. 3-0. Grant Lawrence on deck for the Indians. Called strike, 3-1. To Baker. Swung on foul back. Count will be 3-2 now. Three-two pitch. Swung on, hit over toward short. Deep short. Long throw across the diamond. Safe. First baseman missed it. And the run's going to score. Baker took a turn toward the infield, but he'll scamper back to first, and he'll be there safe. So we'll give Baker a infield single on that. That was a long throw for Denmark to make deep short. Nettles a score on the play, and the Indians now leading 9-6. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Lawrence. I believe that's number 20, Jacob Thigpen.
Now entering the game and batting, number 20, Jacob Thigpen.
So Thigpen will hit for Lawrence here in the fourth. Runner at first, 2 outs now. First pitch is swung on and fouled back.
0-1.
On the thick pin, runner goal, and the pitch is swung on and hit down the right side. And that's going to be a fair ball. Baker's going to round third. They're going to throw to the plate, and he's going to be out by a mile for out number 3. But a good inning for the Indians. They get 4, go to the top of the 5th. Indians lead at 9-6.
We'll be back right after this.
With over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixtures, and much more. Call us today for an estimate, 912-496-4528. Four Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Your Tribe's up 9-6. We're in the top of the 5th. Same with these two teams been battling.
They have. Been quite a few errors made in this ball game, but it's been a good one. For the Panthers here in the 5th will be 9-1-2. Carter Griffiths, Jake King, and Denmark will be the first 3. New pitcher for the Indians, number 8, Griffin Thomas. Correction, that's Griffin Thomas, yes. Thomas will come in to pitch the 5th. And Jacob Thickpen will stay in the game. He'll play first. I think that's Thickpen over there first. Let me check. Nope, that's Colton Beard. He'll come back in the game and play first. Griffiths will lead it off. First pitch to him is called strike. Oh, 1 swung on, hit out too short.
Almost.
Ethan fielded it through the first, not in time. He went way up, was able to knock it down, but couldn't get a play to first.
He almost made a spectacular catch.
So let me make things clear here. Griffin Thomas on the mound. Baker will go back to third. And another good bunt. Eli Fields throws to first in time. Runner's going to go to third. Nobody's there. The throw over, and it goes out into the outfield, and the run will score for the Panthers. So a nice play on the bunt by Eli to get the out. But some throwing errors will give the Panthers the run here in the 5th.
All right, hey. No, man.
That'll make the score now 9-7. And breaking ball in for Denmark. Denmark singled, struck out, and then singled and scored back in the 4th. He's got 2 hits in the ball game, 2 for 3. Another breaking ball in for a strike.
When we get to your post-game stats report, you're going to be a busy fella. Got him looking.
2 down. That's going to bring up number 2, Dane Brown. Dane struck out in the first and hit a
Sorry about that, y'all.
long line drive home run back in the second, 3-run homer, and then he singled and scored in the fourth. First pitch to him, breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. A 1 pitch just swung on a miss. 0-2.
Had the camera facing third on that last at bat. Didn't realize it. I thought I'd hit the button, but
0-2 pitch, breaking ball, low and inside. 1-2. Curve in for a strike, got him looking. Good pitch from Griffin. But the Panthers get one of those runs back here in the top of the fifth, go to the bottom half. Indians now lead at 9-7.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS. Welcome back to Indian Field, 9-7, bottom of the fifth. Sammy, have a quick scoring update before I turn it over to you. Top of the seventh, Irwin 5, Lanier nothing.
Well, that's kind of surprising score there. All right, for the Indians here in the bottom of the fifth will be 9-1-2. Grant Harris, David Walters, and Griffin Thomas. Harris is 0 for 2. He grounded out to second in the second, and to the first baseman in the third. Number 27, Delk, still on the mound for the Panthers. First pitch is outside, 1-0. One 0 pitch is swung on a miss, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is popped behind the plate, and it'll be out of play. Kind of mean 1-2 now.
Just looking at the schedule, I know there's a lot of baseball between now and then, but that last series with Irwin, the double hitters here.
It'll be big, yep.
On a Friday, so that's huge.
Yep. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit out toward the left. Left fielder over about 4 steps and then 2 and makes the catch for out number 1. One down. The left fielder is Griffiths for the Panthers. David Walters at the plate now for the Indians. 1-0 pitch. Yeah, high and inside, 2-0. David Walton scored in the first, struck out in the second, then Walton scored in the fourth. 2-0 pitch, called a strike, 2-1. 2-1, high and outside. 3-1. Three-one pitch is high, ball 4. So David, 3 walks in the game, 2 runs scored so far. He'll be up first with 1 out. That's going to be Griffin Thomas. Griffin walked and scored in the first, flew out to right in the third, and then reached on the error and scored back in the 4th. Pitch is high. I don't know. Not sure if that was meant to be a pitch out or it just sailed high on Delk. Throw to first. Ball gets by the first baseman. David will pop up and he will move up to second and stay there. Pitch to Griffin, runner going, pitches high, throw down third, safe.
The third baseman saved that throw. That he would have scored if he hadn't caught that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get over his head, but he made a good play over there. So runner at third now with 1 out. Pitch to Griffin instead of fake to third. Pitch is called a strike. Two-one is fouled back. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Here it is. Curve outside, and that ball gets by the catcher, and Walters will go to the plate and he'll score. So Davis scores his 3rd run of the ball game, and the Indians will now lead 10-7. 3-2 on Griffin Thomas. First 3-2 pitch is swung on, hit high in the air to short right field. Second baseman back on the grass about 15 feet and makes the catch for out number 2. King with a play. So with 2 down, that'll bring up Ethan Crawford. Ethan walked and scored in the first, was hit by a pitch into the 3rd and the 4th inning and walked and scored both times. So 3-run score for him in the game. First pitch to him is in the dirt, 1-0.
Final score from Ocilla, Irwin 5, Lanier nothing.
One-0 pitch is low, 2-0. Down low, 3-0. 4 hit batters in the game through 4 2/3 by Panther pitching. To Ethan.
Called strike.
Yep. Got a little bit of a hot strike call there. 3-1. Three-one pitch, high and inside, ball 4. So that'll be the 4th time in the game Ethan has reached base. He'll be at first with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli struck out in the first, walked and scored in the third, and then flew out to center in the fourth. First pitch is low, 1-0. Runner going, pitch is high. Throw down to second, not in time. Pitch to Eli, swung on and hit to the right, left of the pitcher. He'll pick it up on the first in time for out number 3. But the Indians get one of those runs back here in the bottom of the 5th. Go to the top of the 6th. Charlton 10, Clinch 7.
We'll be back right after this.
Stetson Development Company is a proud supporter of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, land clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003. or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Your Tribe's up by 3. Top of the 6th. Sammy?
All right, for the Panthers, they'll have 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate. Godfrey, Relaford, and Bennett. Griffin Thomas on the pitch, his second inning in the ball game. Indians lead it 10-7 here in the 6th. Six hits for the Panthers and only 3 hits in the game for the Indians. First pitch to Godfrey, in for a strike, 0-1. Godfrey struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the second, and walked and was stranded at third in the 4th. Curveball fouled off at the plate, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, call strike 3. One down. That'll bring up number 1, Ian Relaford. Ian walked in the first, flew out to left in the second, and then doubled down the right field line in the 4th. First pitch is called strike. Breaking ball missed inside, 1-1. One pitch is hit over toward the Indians dugout, but that thing will drift out of play. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Curve on the outside corner. Got him looking. 2 down. That'll bring up number 25, Weston Bennett. Bennett was hit by a pitch in the first and has since struck out twice, once in the third and once in the fourth. Breaking ball hit slowly out toward the second. Fielded there by Harris on the first, in time for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Panthers here in the top of the 6th. Go to the bottom half. Indians lead at 10-7.
That may be the quickest at bat they've had all day.
It was. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Corporation is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities, and employer-paid benefits. Please apply at agmpac.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Rowan Property Services. Everything you see here, plus eviction cleanouts. Call Bo Williams at 904-583-4572.
Walker Jones is your automotive super.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Now, a couple of people asking. Irwin won that other game 5-0. They defeated the Bulldogs. Their game 2's coming up in 30 minutes. We're still in our game 1 here tonight. 10-7, bottom of the 6th, Indians lead. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians, in the 6th will be Brantley Nettles, Colton Beard, and Brody Baker. New pitcher for the Panthers will be number 25, Weston Bennett. He'll come on and pitch the 6th inning.
Hey, did NASA get that rocket up today that was supposed to rescue those astronauts?
I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. I hadn't seen it.
They had to scrub it the other night. I was watching it the other night, but obviously I'm busy today. Can't watch it tonight.
New third baseman for the Panthers will be number 2, Brown. He'll play third. Corbett back in at first. Nettles to lead it off for the Indians. Indians lead it 10-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch. Cold strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch is swung on a foul off at the plate. 0-2.
One and 2.
We're going to head down the right side. That's a fair ball. Nettles will take a turn at first. He'll go to second. Ball's cut off and throw to second. Nice relay by the Panthers to get Nettles at second base. Good defense by the Panthers. Good job by the right fielder, Fortner, to get over and get the ball. Hit his cutoff man and cutoff man at second base. King made a good throw to the shortstop, Denmark, for out number 1. Beard toss one up toward third on the first in time for out number 2.
2 down.
So with 2 down, that's going to bring up number 9, Brody Baker. Brody struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third, and then singled in the fourth.
Wonder if we can get delivery out here. We want a hot dog?
We're going to have to get something.
Hamburger?
Yeah. One and one to Brody Baker. 2 outs here in the 6th. Baker swings and fouls one off at the plate. 0-2. Or correction, 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
What you got?
I think it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I got.
Curve stayed outside. 2 and 2.
Just missed.
Two. Swung on a miss for strike 3. So nothing doing for the Indians in the bottom of the 6th. Go to the top of the 7th. Indians need 3 outs. They lead it 10-7.
We'll be back right after this.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Plus our pre-owned supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at walkerjones.com.
Walker Jones.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Top of the 7th. Indians lead 10-7. Sammy?
All right, for the Panthers in the top of the 7th, they'll have 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate. Fortner, Corbett, and Griffiths. First pitch is swung on, hit out toward the left. Lawrence made a step in, and now he's going to have to go back. Now ball's going to go over his head. And Fortner will start the 7th off with a double. That ball jumped off Fortner's bat. I think Grant thought his ball was going to be short. He took a couple steps in, and before he realized that ball was going over his head, and rolls all the way to the wall. So Fortner at second. That's going to bring up Corbett. Throw back to first, second, not in time. Levi struck out twice and walked once. First pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Curve stayed outside. 2-1. Breaking ball stayed low. 2-1. Throw back to second.
That was close.
Fortner's back.
He got his foot down just before he made that tag.
Two on to Corbett. Outside, 3-1. Three-one pitches, foul straight back, 3-2.
Where are we at in their lineup? Top, bottom, middle?
8. 3-2 count on Levi Corbett. Pitch is swung on, a hit over toward the right side.
No
Called
tag.
by Nettles, no tag, and a good throw to third.
Oh, man, look at our right fielder making a big-time throw.
So one down. Fortner still at second. That's going to bring up number 24, Carter Griffiths. Carter reached on the error and scored in the second inning. Grounded out to the pitcher in the third, and then singled and scored in the fifth. First pitch to him is low and outside, 1-0. Time called at the plate.
Pitch. Oh, man, that was a pretty pitch, too.
Kind of a late call there by the home plate umpire. Looked to me like Griffin had already started his motion before the time was called. But no pitch, 1-0 on Griffiths. Carter step out. Now he steps back in and ready to go. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and foul back. 1-1. Curve
there
in
it
for a
is.
strike. Nice pitch by Griffin. 1-2 now on Carter Griffiths.
Well, he's got that thing working, don't he?
One and two. Here it is. Swung on and hit foul. The counter remain 1-2.
Indians football has their first meeting, parents meeting, March 25th.
Okay.
I'll pass that along. Coach Jones.
Yep. Won't be long.
It just keeps coming, doesn't it?
1-2. Swung on, hit high in the air over toward the first base dugout, and that ball will sail out of play. And counter remain 1-2.
Boy, Bethune and Charlton track have been tearing it up lately, man. Man, them kids are doing fantastic.
1-2 pitch, and that got Griffiths in the leg. And he'll move up to first. And that's going to give the Panthers runners at first and second now. And we're going to go back to that top of that lineup. Number 6, Jake King. King's been on base twice and scored twice. Reached on the air in the first and singled and scored in the second. First pitch to him, a swung on, hit in the air towards center. David Walters up and in about 5 steps, makes the catch. Throw back to first. Oh, they had him on a good throw, would have had a double play there. So a good idea by David, just not an accurate throw. But the catch is made for out number 2.
Had him way off, almost.
Good throw, man, had him. So with 2 down, that's going to bring up Denmark.
He was definitely using his head on that play.
First pitch to him is swung on and hit in the air over toward the right side. Everybody coming over. The ball's going to be dropped. Run will score. Griffiths will move around to third. That'll now make it 10-8. And now they're going to bring up a hot hitting Dane Brown. Brown already with a long 3-run homer back in the second. Pistol Brown is chopped back to the mound. Griffin Fields underhands to first base in time for out number 3. And that will be your ball game here in game number 1 with your final score, Charlton County 10, Clinch County 8.
Man, that one was survival of the fittest. That was back and forth all night long. We're going to take a quick break. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yep.
Man, y'all get ready. Stand by. Here's Sammy Hendricks with a post-game wrap-up.
All right, for the Panthers in game 1, 8 runs on 9 hits. They committed 1 error. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Panthers left 10 runners on base. For the Indians, 10 runs on 4 hits. And Indians committed 4 errors. 10 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. Indians left 5 runners on base. Winning pitcher in a relief appearance will be number 9, Brody Baker. Losing pitcher, number 27, Jay Delk. Indians win game 1, 10-8.
All right, we'll be back in 30 minutes with game 2 of the doubleheader. Scheduled to start at 6:30. That's obviously not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
Looking like about 7:10, so we'll come back on there about 7:05. Thank you for watching. See you in a half hour. Indians win.